Day 99 of specimen testing. Although dead, the specimen appears to still feel both physical and emotional pain. The physical pain appears to only last for a fleeting moment, though. When I first subjected it to intense agony, the specimen would cry out and beg for the pain to stop, but would soon return to normal once the torture had ended. The specimen has, however, shown far more agony on an emotional level. For the first 30 days, the specimen would audibly weep in sorrow when it believed to be alone. This appeared to be far more painful and lengthier than any physical pain. I wonder if its physical pain is somehow connected to its emotional side. Since day 82, the specimen appears to have shut itself off completely. It shows no emotion. It just hangs there. Still very much alive and dead, breathing that usual wheezy sound, but no more sorrow. It doesn't even attempt to communicate like it used to when it first arrived, begging for mercy or to be put out of its misery. Since day 82, the specimen hasn't reacted at all to pain. It has been shocked, stabbed, burned to the highest intensity, and has still shown no reaction to the pain whatsoever. Even more shocking is that the zombie appears to have healed ever so slowly. Nothing superhuman, but the burns would have condemned a living man to death appear to now look like mere scalds on its undead, half-rotted flesh, once given time to heal. This is abnormal for an undead. An undead will simply carry on existing with an injury present until it rots to nothing or is killed. The specimen seems to have stayed at a certain level of decay and simply remain. Looking at the records of this specimen and who its relatives are, this specimen went missing or died around the time of the first outbreak, perhaps even day 1, which was over 5 years ago. Died when attempting to hold off the horde of Delta District from killing its loved ones. Most undead around this time have rotted to the point of incapacitation. Maybe this halt in decay is its body attempting to heal, to reverse the changes. Is it possible? If the specimen can heal the worst injuries and even block out its pain receptors, could it push the boundaries further and reverse the effects of the virus? The question brings me back to the original question of the zombie virus origin. What caused it? What did the old corporation do? Their records were erased or locked away around the time of the outbreak, and their scientists were apparently killed during the first outbreak. After months of research, I have found a key to the information that I need. I will investigate further and report once the big reveal is ready. Well, hello there again, soldier. It has been a while. Or should I say, prisoner? Don't spit on the ground at me! This is a contamination-free zone! I don't want your filthy convict germs messing anything up! You're lucky you were in prison for treachery and not executed by Aaron here!
It was a sad day for me to not get to make you at messy end of the gun. But it was fun to see you in chains nonetheless. I have missed your fighting spirit, little lady. I see prison has not taken this away.
Ellen has been promoted to my chief of security, once those above realize the importance of my research.
Boring as fuck nerdy shit. But money for beer is good.
Yes, prisoner. Of course your rotted human is still breathing. Do you think I would have wasted such a valuable specimen? You may see him. May. It is dependent on your behavior. I have some very important questions to ask you. Bear in mind, though, some of those I would already know the answers too. Consider it a sort of vetting process for me to know if you will be telling the truth when I go looking for the information that I seek. Oh, 1 second, please. This is one for the journal. Day 109. I am standing here with the wife of the specimen. Are you the wife of the specimen? Don't shout at me, woman! It is a specimen, and a precious one. Calling it your husband will not morph the real world into your twisted sense of reality. Well, if you refuse to accept the fact that thing is no longer your husband, then I guess you still believe it is the father of your daughter. But you really are a monster, aren't you? Daddy has been home for 109 days, and you still haven't introduced him to his dear little daughter. Don't worry, though. You may have left her to rot while you went to prison, but she has been well looked after. This is a perfect chance to experiment, because the subject has been non-responsive for 27 days. No emotion or reaction to pain stimulus. I wonder if seeing his little girl will get the odd feeling engines revving up again. Bring her out.
Let me go, big scary man. Where are we going?
Feisty little shit. No need to bite. Here you go.
Mommy? Mommy! Where have you been? I missed you so much. What are those metal things on you? Chains? Why are you in chains, Mommy?
Mummy has been very naughty, darling. Mummy has been in prison.
Prison? But prison is for bad people. My mommy isn't bad.
But didn't Mummy tell you that she brought Daddy home?
Daddy? Daddy? Mommy said Daddy was in heaven. Mommy? You said Daddy was in heaven?
Well, if there was a heaven, Daddy may have been there for a small period of time. But he came back, darling, and Mummy brought him here. Would you like to finally meet Daddy?
This seems a little mean, even for me. Are you sure about this?
It is for research. Right, prisoner? I don't know why you seem so infuriated. I thought you used to be willing to do anything for the betterment of mankind. I knew that saying would make your shoulders tense up and your jaw drop.
Hey, nerd! Don't fucking quote bastard organization that caused all this bullshit in first place.
Well, Ellen, the question is, if the prisoner here was to say it, would it be a quote or her term of employment?
What?
You remember, don't you? Once the corporation fell, their mind control faded, but your memories remained. Chances are you were conscripted at such a young age that you didn't have many memories beforehand. But you remember everything you did, even if it took a while to come back after the mind control disappeared.
This bitch is corporation, bitch!
Too much swears, mister.
Sorry, little girl. This woman is from the corporation.
She is a former bodyguard for the corporation's bioscientists.
Murderous bastards!
Mister! Swears!
Murderous meanies!
Little is known about the corporation. They had so much power over the leaders of the world that they might as well have been leaders of the world. But I know it was something they did that caused this. Or most importantly, something that caused this.
So, he's doing it.
Okay, kid. Time to meet Daddy!
Yay, Daddy! I've wanted to meet you so... Huh?
No! No! What have you done?
Daddy?
My daughter!
Daddy?
Don't let her see me! My darling, please don't do this to us. Please.
Now the specimen speaks.
No! No, it's a monster! Don't let it eat me! Keep it away from Mommy! No! It's a monster!
Okay, that is enough. I take daughter away now. This is messed up, even for you, nerd. The pain! It's too much to bear!
Oh? Activate the shock dispensers! So its physical pain is connected to emotional. Ha ha! Either that, or it can block out pain. And has let it slip now it is distracted. Well, that's one hypothesis complete. Why do you look so disgusted for, prisoner? Didn't your bioscientists of the corporation do far worse than this? To actual living things. I'm still governed by PETA. The fact you were mind-controlled is irrelevant. You remember, and yet you chose to live amongst us knowing you contributed to the bloody apocalypse. You didn't? Oh, really? Well, now's the time to test your honesty. Specimen, do you remember who you are yet?
Memories. Shadows. Distorted. Hard to perceive. Hard to see.
See, he doesn't know, but you do. And so do I. So tell me, what was the specimen in his former life? What was your husband in his former life? A great man? Naughty girl. To say great could mean a great deal of things, and therefore potentially not a lie. The useful thing is, the specimen doesn't remember, but his fingerprints do. And I was able to use his fingerprints to unlock the long-lost and fought-to-be-deleted files of the corporation. Only the highest-ranked personnel had access to the most classified files, such as the projects that could potentially end the world. Funny thing is, there were endless projects with this classification. But the specimen's fingerprints gave me access to this level. We thought all the highest-ranked members died in the outbreak. Well, they did. But some didn't stay dead, did they? Your dear husband walked out a few days before the catastrophe because he didn't agree with what was going on. They just didn't update his employment records before the apocalypse. But your dear old husband was one of the heads of the bioscientists, was he not? And you were his bodyguard wife!
What? Yes! I remember my darling wife, always by my side. Help me to walk away from the bad thing. I didn't do the bad thing. No.
Oh, but you did. You were one of the main minds behind the project. And what was this little project called that brought on the zombie apocalypse, that all but nearly steered mankind towards extinction? Does Project Serikin ring any bells? It should. The specimen was one of the lead scientists on the project, and you were in charge of a security detail, digging up what was believed to be ancient remains of a fallen seraphim angel, and deciding to try and splice it with human DNA to create an army of angel warriors. Who the hell knows why? Some say the corporation were on the brink of a supernatural war with creatures that were preparing to rise up after being oppressed into secrecy by the corporation. Maybe it was actually true. Did vampires and werewolves exist? Well, they certainly don't now, because the splicing went horribly wrong, didn't it? The serum that was meant to turn people into these serikin instead killed those who were injected with it, only for them to come alive and start eating everyone within the corporation facility. I don't even need to explain the rest. I'm sure everyone listening have watched enough zombie movies to know how a zombie virus spreads. I suppose you two managed to escape, and then you lost your memories temporarily. Met up with survivors, and you were pregnant at the time, wasn't you? So you soon had a child, and then you get poor old daddy killed. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I have a theory, madam, if you must know. And it is a theory behind why I think the specimen is a one-of-a-kind undead, you see. Actually, you don't, do you? Yes, you were there when it happened. On that day, your husband was injected with the serum too, but didn't die. No effect. But he did get eaten by the horde. Perhaps the serum took time to somewhat do something. Perhaps he had to die first. Maybe the virus mutated within the already dead zombies and sparked something off inside his body. Whatever it was a result of the serum that he was injected with.
The serum made me.
Think about it, specimen. Zombies eventually rot away to nothing, but they can somewhat slow down the inevitable by feeding. You have memories. You can speak. You're somewhat reverting, and you haven't eaten a single person. This must be a result of the serum. But what if you were to feed?
No! I could never! I will never hurt anyone! The hunger must not take over!
Well, I believe the hunger would take over quite easily. You see, the undead react to pain through smell and sound. Although he can hear us, his sense of smell is completely nullified by the container that he is in, and our voices are somewhat distorted through the speakers in there. He believes his hunger is gone. Factor in months of pain and regeneration from the torture that his body has gone through, and I bet the hunger will come flooding back tenfold once he gets a smell of some living flesh. And then I could see the results. Will he heal completely? If he does, maybe I could take his blood and create a serum, inject it into the zombies, and watch them all turn back once they eat themselves human again. The idea does sound rather crude and unsavory, but it is a start. I suppose I can't be too snobby, considering what I am about to do. What am I about to do?
More like what I am about to do. Come here, little girl. Don't struggle. We want you to be lively bait in there.
Don't choke her out, Helen! Be careful!
Lady has some fight in her still, but no match for me. In you go.
You see, prisoner, we could not sacrifice anyone else. We'd be tried for murder. But when we brought poor old wifey in for questioning, she went insane and ran into the chamber before we could stop her and got herself killed. It was such a tragedy.
Such a tragedy. I would have preferred to have killed her in combat myself. But money is good here. Do not worry, little lady. Daughter is fine. She will grow up thinking mother is hero and died saving us from nasty King Zombie. Can even tell her helped create cure. Not at all does have some feeling.
No! My love! My wife! You need to get out! The smell is too much! The hunger is too much! It's overwhelming! I need to feed! You smell like food! The hunger!
That's more like it. Now hang on one moment. I need to deactivate the restraints.
Please button and get show started already.
Damn button is stuck. I'm bashing the bastard and it won't work.
Wife, stay back, please! What? Don't come closer! Don't touch me! No! What? Please keep your face away from mine! I will bite you, and you will be doomed. You trust me. You know I'd never hurt you. But the hunger, my love. I am stronger than the hunger. You believe in me. I am trying, but it hurts so much, my love. I just wanted to save you. I wanted everyone to be safe. But now our precious daughter has seen me for the monster I am, and I will hurt you. I have done so much already. How? I have given you hope. I have suffered to keep her safe. I love you, my darling wife. I will always do what I can to protect you. Long after death did I part. Through the pain and torture, my memories came back. They destroy me more than this virus ever could have. I caused this. All of this. Once I remembered. No amount of physical pain would ever match up to the pain of causing so much death and misery. What? We may have been brainwashed, but it was still my hands that committed the crimes. The corporation made slaves out of us all, and yet only you and I survived. So only we can make it right. How, my love? Once these restraints are down, you will be in danger. What is that?
Hey, where is my gun? Bitch pickpocketed me!
What? She has a gun in there! How did she do that? You had her in a damn chokehold!
Bitch is fucking sneaky.
Aha! The restraints are opening! Eat her! Specimen, eat her!
My love! You need to shoot me! Please! Use the gun! Aim right like I have died 1,000,000 times since I was last held in your arms, holding me like this. Your scent, your breath on my dead skin. The hunger is gone. My God, the relief. There are no words. Trusting in you and our love. The trust. No hunger could ever beat that. But what do we do now? What is left? You are branded a traitor. I am a zombie. These dickheads will never let us go. Our daughter is terrified of me. We will figure it out once we are out of here. My rebellious wife. You didn't grab the gun for me, did you? I recognize that smile anywhere. You're about to do something rather foolish, but fun.
Stop shooting at the glass! You! Security! Security! What the hell is this? The fire alarm is going off! Ah, the sprinklers! No! The electrics here aren't waterproof! They'll explode! You're so-called smart fucking nerd idiot! Makes up all nerdy technology and it isn't even fucking waterproof! I didn't know the brainless chunk of muscle would lose his gun, did I? Are they getting away? I do not fucking know! Too much smoke to see!
My love, hold my hand. I don't need my eyes to see. Trust me. The door is ahead. I'm sorry, I can't run, but I can do the zombie shuffle like a bad motherfucker. There's the exit ahead. What do we do now?
There you are, love. And here he is.
Jackson! My old friend.
I knew she was telling the truth. I didn't want to believe it, but it really is you. I'm sorry I shot you before, mate. But in my defence, it didn't really look like, you.
It's cool. I didn't feel it. But what do we do now?
Well, I'm about to go in there and ask what the fuck's going on, like I ain't got a clue. You're gonna get in that buggy that I left behind me and get the fuck out of here. I don't know what your plan is, but your best fucking thing is summit. Your daughter's gonna be in danger once these two fuckers start plotting revenge. Now go!
Come on, my wife. We will get our daughter back, even if it will be over my